Contravariant tensor and covariant tensor. So now I am going to start the basic definition of contravariant tensor and covariant tensor. Okay, so as we know in differential calculus, if u is a function of n variables x1, x2, x3 up to xn, okay, means an important relation between continuous variables x1, x2 up to xn. So by definition of total differentiation, we have du. Du means small increment in u. So du is equal to del u upon del x1 dx1 plus del u upon del x2 dx2 plus del u upon del xn dxn. Okay. So we have studied in BSc classes this type of function. So now because we need to study contravariant tensor and covariant tensor, so in place of x1, x2, x3 up to xn, we use the following notation. Means u is a function of x1, x2, x3 up to xn. As before, we have discussed that for n-dimensional space, these are indices superscript for n dimension. Okay, in Vn means n-dimensional space. Okay, so same fashion we define total differentiation of u. So du is equal to del u upon del x1 dx1 plus del u upon del x2 dx2 plus del u upon del xn dxn. Okay, so here del u upon del x1, del u upon del x2 up to del u upon del xn is called partial derivative. Okay, means del u upon del xi, this is called partial derivatives. The scalar quantity du, is small increment of u. Okay, so now we define a vector. There are del u upon del x1 and this is the partial derivative, and here dx1, dx2, dxn means small increment of x1 is dx1, small increment of x2 is dx2, and similarly small increment of xn is dxn. So now we define the vectors. Okay, first vector is, suppose this is g is equal to del u upon del x1, del u upon del x2 up to del u upon del xn. So this is in matrix form. So this is a vector. Okay, and another vector, suppose d is another vector, is equal to dx1, dx2 up to dxn. n. Then this du is scalar product or dot product of two vectors. Okay, then du is scalar product of G and D. Okay, means du equal to G dot D. Okay, this is the dot product G dot D. So now du is equal to G dot D and G is equal to del U. Okay, we operate this symbol, so G is equal to del U. So here G is the gradient of U and is denoted by delta U. Okay, and similarly D is the differential position of X. Okay, differential position of X. Okay, and is denoted by dx. This is also a vector. Okay, so G is the gradient of U and is denoted by delta U. D is the differential position of X and is denoted by dx. This is very interesting that this gradient means G. So here G is nothing but this delta y U, delta U is called covariant tensor. Okay, and this D is called contravariant tensor. So this is very interesting that there are two components, means dot product of G and D equal to du. So there are two vector G and D. What is G? G is called covariant tensor and D is called contravariant tensor. Okay, so what is D? D is tangent. Okay, and what is G? G is gradient. Gradient is nothing but, we know the direction of gradient is normal to the surface and direction of tangent, if we draw any curve, so direction of tangent. So I am going to explain by figure gradient and direction means tangent of the curve. Okay, so suppose this is a surface. Okay, this is a surface and these are tangents, means these are curves. Okay, so in these curves, for any point we draw, these are tangents. Okay, and in the surface we have, for if this is U is function of x1 x2 up to xn, so we have the direction of gradient is normal to the surface. These are gradients. Okay, and this is tangent. So this is tangent. Tangent is nothing but contravariant tensor. Okay, and these are the gradients. Okay, so gradients are called covariant tensors. Okay, so here this is the notation. Normal to the surface, it is gradient and it is called covariant tensor, and similarly this notation is tangent to the curve and is called contravariant tensor. Okay, so this is the geometrical interpretation of contravariant tensor and covariant tensor. So now I am going to define contravariant tensor. Okay, so what is the definition? So let us suppose there are one coordinate system and this is second coordinate system. Suppose this is Vn and this is Vn bar. Okay, Vn is nothing but coordinates in Vn. Suppose x1, x2 up to xn, and here x bar 1, x bar 2, x bar n. Okay, so what is the definition? So if a set of n quantities ai in a coordinate system xi, okay, are related to another quantities a bar I in this coordinate system, in another coordinate system x bar I means this coordinate system, then ai is called components of contravariant tensor, okay, if it's satisfying the following transformation law. Means ai is equal to del xi upon del x bar a bar a. Okay, so here this is called projection factor. Okay, so this is very important rule. Means here ai is called contravariant vector. In terms of tensor, means it is a tensor of rank 1. Otherwise, this is called contravariant vector. Okay, also if we see here, this is Vn bar and this is Vn. So I want to transfer from Vn bar to Vn. So now if we multiply, now multiplying by, so now this is a transformation rule from Vn to Vn bar. Okay, if I want to transform from Vn bar to Vn, so now multiplying by, del x bar b upon del x I on both the sides. Okay, so we get ai del x bar b upon del x I equal to, okay, so del x bar b upon del x I into del x I upon del x bar a bar a. Okay, so this equal to del xi cancel, del x bar v upon del x bar a bar a. So by definition of Kronecker delta, we have, this is Kronecker delta va. Okay, a bar a. Also we have, when b equal to a, then this equal to 1, otherwise 0. So this is equal to a bar b. Means a bar b equal to ai, means a bar b equal to del x bar b upon del x I ai. Okay, so this is transformation rule. Again, non-bar to bar and bar to non-bar. Now means a bar b, this is Vn bar, to Vn. So what is the transformation rule? So A bar V equal to del x bar V upon del xi ai. Okay. So it is clear that in left hand side, in upper position, one quantity B. So in same here right hand side in bar B and I contract. So this is dummy. Okay. So this is the definition of contravariant tensor of rank 1 or contravariant vector. Okay. Now very important property of contravariant tensor. So what is the property? Law of transformation of contravariant vector is transitive. In other words, this transformation possesses group property. Okay. So as we know, what is the transitive property? Means if a relation R on a set A is transitive if A related to B and B related to C implies A related to C. So this is property of transitivity. Okay. Means in any set a relation R is said to be transitive if for any three elements A, B, C of given set, then if A is related to B, B is related to C, then if we get A is related to C, then we say this relation is transitive. So here we have to show this relation possesses in contravariant transformation. Okay. So let us suppose this is Vn. Vn means n dimensional space for x1, x2, x3, xn coordinates. In other words, xi. Okay. And another is Vn bar. So here x bar I coordinates. And third is Vn double bar means xi double bar. These are coordinates. Okay. So if Vn related to Vn bar related to Vn double bar, so we show Vn related to Vn double bar. Okay. So let Ai a quantity which is in Vn. A bar I is another quantity which is in Vn bar, and A double bar I is another quantity in Vn bar. So what we show, if Ai transform to A bar I and A bar I to transform to A double bar I, then Ai direct transform to A double bar I. If this possesses the transformation rule of contravariant vector, then we say the law of transformation of contravariant vector possesses transitive property. Okay. Transitive property is nothing but group property. So how prove it? So we have A bar I equal to del x bar I upon del x A means Vn and Vn bar, transformation rule between Vn and Vn bar. So this is 1. Also we have A double bar j is equal to A bar I del x double bar j upon del x I. Okay. So similar transformation rule, here j, so double bar j, so here double bar, and this is I, so here I contact. Okay. So now this is second relation. Now from first and second means putting the value of A bar I from 1, so 1 and 2 gives A double bar j equal to, okay, so A bar I is equal to del x bar I upon del x bar A, and here this thing as it is del x double bar j upon del x bar I. Okay. So this is nothing but this del x bar I and del x bar I, this is cancel, so this equal to del x double bar J upon del x bar A and A. Okay, sorry, del x here, this is not correct, this is not bar. Okay, here this is not. Oh, so this is equal to del x double bar J upon del x A. So this is A double bar J, means transformation from Vn double bar to non-bar. So this is the property of transitivity. Therefore, transformation law of contravariant tensor or contravariant vector possesses transitive property and is proved. Okay.